Hello, viewers. It's a daily at home task out again. Today we'll be talking to couples in the UK. If you are in the UK, husband and wife, and you're already on your tier 2 visa, that is a sponsored visa, come right there and let us have a tete. Everybody coming to the UK enter there with a vision to have a better life, plan to live a good life. And how could you live a good life? Your children are going to better school, you live in a good environment, you have your own accommodation, your own apartment, you have your own castle to speak, and your saving is large. You are able to help people at home, and you are living a comfortable life. But all this call for planning. There is a popular saying that if you fail to plan, then you plan to fail. If you are in the UK and you are working and your partner is working as well, either way, you need to put resources together. If you check on people, ask questions around, you discover that UK is not meant for a low ranger. You have to put resources together as a family. You have to plan together to achieve a great might. Let's say, for example, you work on the minimum hour, 40 hours per week, which sometimes you work more, and averagely the family is going to have a cash flow that is not less than like £3,000. I mean, the husband and the partner, two of you cannot have something that is less than £3,000 in a month. And if you have something like that in a month, there is every tendency that most of your expenses within the house should you plan your expenses based on your income. And majorly one of the things that used to gulp expenses in the UK is renting, accommodation, and it depends on where you stay. If you stay inside satellite town, England, London, then your rentage might be up compared to people that stays in either Wales, Northern Ireland, Scotland, and the likes. But that notwithstanding, everything still boils down into planning with your resources. If you are able to plan with your cash flow, and let's say both of you could save £500 each, that's like 1,000 per family, you are good, because the journey in the UK does not end with tier 2. It's still a journey long journey of securing your ILR and your citizenship. It's very capital intensive. I cannot lie to you. You can go and research and get your facts. Like if you want to access mortgage, you and your spouse need to sit down and decide on where you want to settle down with, where you want to get the mortgage, what is the price that we are looking at, so that you will know your down payment. If you are going to be paying for mortgage for like 300, 250, 350,000, then you know that you will be hustling to get your 10%. That's like 30,000 to be able to get so many things done. Because not only the down payment, you still have to pay your lawyer, you have to pay your percentage to your realtor and all those things. Then I'm advising you to start saving that 1,000. Start saving it because you still have a long rope to pull. That is about mortgage. If you want to access mortgage, there is need to have fund on ground. Fund that are verifiable because they are going to check your accounts, the flow, how you are able to save that money up to. You cannot just bring money. They will check your account, check your flow. If you are not involved in any fraudulent thing, it's going to be checked. So it's better you start saving gradually towards that project. And there is an hack that virtually everybody is using. I hope you've heard about ISA accounts. ISA accounts, different ISA accounts. We have different ISA accounts. But the one people are using mostly for their property, the first property you want to acquire in the UK, use a lifetime ISA account, which enable you to put maximum of 4,000 in a year, and the government is going to give to you 25% of that money at the end of financial year. Their financial year is always between April 6 to April 5, thereabouts. So within that year, if you're able to save up 4,000, they are going to add extra 25% to that money, making 5,000. If you and your spouse are able to save for 4,000, that means by this act, you've gotten extra £2,000 adding to your money. You can read all about that and get your facts. And within your 2 years to 3 years of being on tier 2 visa, it is achievable. You can get a mortgage. Slow and steady, they say, win the race. After tier 2, your ILR, indefinite leave to remain in the UK, is a big project. I'm encouraging you not to just sit on your houses and say, oh, relax. Yes, I've gotten there. Yes, you have gotten there, but you have not there yet. Do you know that application for one person ILR is around 282,855 per person? Yes, £2,855 per person. Now multiply it by your family members. If you have 3, if you have 4, if you have 5, you need to factor all those things into your expenses. Ẹ má tí máa ṣe làúlàú. And after that, within the space of 1-2 years, you are expected to apply for your citizenship as well. And the price for that application is around 1,930, all in all, plus I say £130 for ceremony or thereabouts. I think the application fee is around 1,630. Multiply that with your family member too. You see that you still have a long road to pull. I'm doing this video to spur you into action. Go and research and pen down what is needed for you to be permanently rooted in the UK. Your IRR is a capital intensive project. Your citizenship as well is capital intensive. So you need to know what is needed. This is not the time to not to plan your spendings, so that You will not be rushing and you'll be running up and down, running a task when the time comes. You want mortgage, you want to apply for your ILR, you want to apply for your citizenship, is a big project. You have to start saving up for all those things right from the day you get your tier 2. There is nothing impossible with planning. God has given us the ability to plan, ability to set goals. When you set those goals, then you map out strategies to achieve them. And I bet you in no time you will get there. Don't see it as something so big that you cannot achieve. You can. I've seen people within the space of 2 years under their tier 2 visa, they've been able to acquire their mortgage and they are planning for their ILR. Just sit down with your spouse, be united in purpose, and work towards that goal. And I'm quite sure that the grace of the Lord will find you. Enjoy the rest of your day.